Hi, everyone. Welcome. Happy Monday. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're all safe. I want to start by welcoming all my new viewers. Thank you so much for joining me. I think it's great that you guys are here. And whoever said I was amazing, thank you. Um, Today's going to be a little different than my usual show because today is going to be all about you guys. Everything is going to be about answering your questions. And not going to bring out the tools, not going to do any of that. This is just you. So, whatever you want to know, thank you. Thank you for being a big fan. Oh, hi, Michael. I missed you too. I have been off for quite a while, and I do apologize. Yeah. So anyway, lots of great questions coming in already. Um, Thank you. Thank you for loving my channel. Thank you for all the above. I want to start with something that's been asked to me a lot lately, and I don't want to sound like some fuddy-duddy serious person because I'm really not at all. I'm actually very cool. But when I was young, I was haunted. Okay, and this is why I became a ghost hunter, is to help people that are haunted. Now, one of the major questions that I get all the time is, where can I buy ghost hunting equipment? How can I become a ghost hunter? I cannot answer that question in good consciousness because it's a very, very scary thing to do. And I mean, I've been doing this for a long time and it's still very scary. So I know it sounds fun and glamorous and something you really want to do with your friends, but instead of becoming a ghost hunter, how about just telling ghost stories and scaring yourselves and do things like that? Because that's something that will not hurt you. The minute you bring out the Ouija board or do anything like that, you're messing with things that are very, very hard to control. Okay. So right here, right now, I've got a question coming out about the Ouija board. Okay. So someone was playing with the Ouija board. This is perfect timing. And they heard scratching. Okay. Couple possibilities for what the solution is on this or what it could be. Okay. If you have a pet, it could be your pet. I have a dog laying behind me right now. Scratching is one of those scary things. It's kind of like when you hear hissing. It's never, ever good. Okay. So please stay away from the Ouija board. And, you want to find ghosts, go trick or treating. Okay. There's going to be so many times in your life where you're going to have encounters with people and things. And there's so much, but I don't want to open you up to ghosts. Now, I know many of you that watch me have already had a situation about some type of ghost encounter, which I'm about to get to right now. And a lot of you are asking me about your haunted houses. This is where we are going to go right to it. Okay. Haunted houses. How do I deal with this? What can I do about this? Is it scary? You bet your butt. Is it a joke? You bet it's not. Now, most ghosts, I'd say 80 to 90% of ghosts are harmless. They're a family member that's probably trying to communicate with you, or maybe somebody who lived in your house prior to you living in that house. Okay. So most of those things are really cool and no biggie. The ones that are doing things like moving stuff around and scaring you, those are the ones you have to be really careful with. Okay. Because sometimes a good ghost will move things around just to prank you, like a little joke. But very oftentimes, when your house is haunted, it is just someone trying to communicate with you. Now, some of the emails and questions I've been getting they're not so nice, okay? Some people are talking about being hurt by ghosts or being very frightened by them or them doing really bad things. If that is truly happening to you, the best way to handle this is to bring your family together as a team. Sit around together and surround yourself with the white light. Whatever this entity is, do not allow it to stay in your house. You must take control of your house. If you're truly in fear of this entity, you must get them out of your house. And the only way to do that is to work together as a team. If you live with your parents, if you live with a roommate, whoever you live with, bring everybody involved. Surround yourself with the white light and scare that ghost out of there. Okay, so I'm getting some stuff now from a medium who says, is there a safe way to interact with ghosts? I do it all the time. The safest way is, if you can see my bracelets here, I wear a lot of evil eye before I start every show. Anytime I do a ghost hunt, I protect myself. I protect everybody that's with me. And that is the best thing you could do. Now, I want to answer this question right now. Am I a religious person? Am I a religious person? I am not. Okay. But that's a great question. And I'm going to answer that right now. In the next couple weeks, I am going to do a special broadcast with a woman who is a Christian, and she was haunted. Now, in the faith of Christianity, they do not want to talk about ghosts. They think they're demons. So that will be addressed in a couple weeks. So please hold that question, and we will answer a lot of questions that have to do with religion. Okay, here's a good one. I saw a face come up to me a few weeks ago. It was your grandmother. Okay, a few days before. Okay, wow. Okay, so that's my favorite kind of ghost. And these are the ones I'm always looking for. Your family members, the ones you miss so much, the ones you want to talk to you. When they come, oh my God, I love that. And sometimes they have a message for you. Now, this is another good answer to a question. People say, well, I want to use your equipment so I could talk to them direct. Okay. Yes, you can go buy a spirit box. Okay. But be careful. The easiest way to communicate with a ghost without equipment are two ways. One, a candle. Ask them to make the candle flicker, please. The other way is, can you turn off or on this flashlight? Okay? I'm sure you have a flashlight at home, and use it. Use these pieces of equipment. By the way, thank you for being a fan. You know, I love you guys. I love that I'm able to reach so many people now, and I'm so grateful to the shows that I've done, to Mark and Ethan and to TGIF for putting me on, because they brought you to me, and I just want to thank you guys for being here, and I hope I'm able to help you guys. I do not make money doing this. I will tell you this right now. I do this to help you. Okay, so people are also telling me a lot of things about different states, and come and visit, and I will, but it won't be until May. I do have the RV, and I'm going to go investigate new places. But for the near future, I promise you, I'm going to be doing a lot more content than I have been lately. And my next ghost hunt is going to be right down the street. For those of you who saw Magic Quarantine, shot right here at my new house. Scary, 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 scary stuff. That scared me, scared my friends, scared everybody, scared me enough to want to go to the cemetery. So the next one is going to be at the cemetery 2 blocks away. The Crescent Hotel in Arkansas. I promise I will try and get there. I promise you I will. Okay, so let's talk about you guys. I assume that a lot of the reasons why you're interested in this stuff is because you may have had an experience, or you're fascinated by this. I think that's great. I think you should be curious. Thank you for coming from Mark and Ethan. I don't know what I would do without them. Okay, good. Instead of ghost busting, play a game. Exactly. Enjoy yourselves, you know. Be young. Enjoy everything. Have I ever visited Gettysburg? I was just there. I was there over the summer, and I got absolutely no evidence whatsoever. I think it's been investigated one too many times. And you guys, thank you again. You Mark and Ethan guys. You know, I do need to reach out to them at some point, hopefully before the end of the year, and see if they want to do another project together, because we had so much fun. Okay, I love this question. Yeah, okay, this person's just saying, hey, I'm not sure I believe in the supernatural. You know what? Good for you. I'm not here to convince you of anything. That's never really been my thing, is to try and make non-believers believers. But if I do make you a believer, awesome. If I don't, that's okay. Okay, let's talk about Flunky. Flunky, Flunky, Flunky. There's been so many things that people have written about Flunky. For those of you who did not see the last video, please watch it. It's called The Magic Quarantine. This guy said Flunky 11 times. Now, many of you have said, did you ignore him? No. I did not ignore him. We did not hear him. There would be a loud interference, and then all of a sudden it would say, Flunky. And it was so scary. but I did not hear it until when I was reviewing the evidence. And then, of course, I got spooked. That's why I'm out here right now. I'm not going to do any ghost stuff in my own house because I've just moved here and I want to keep it unhaunted. Okay, yes. Is it your opinion that a inhuman voice can come out of someone who's provoked them or encountered them in some sense? Yes. It has happened many times where people get possessed and a voice will come out of them that they don't even know it's them. Or even if they're not possessed, even if they're very conscious of what's going on, all of a sudden it's a voice they're not familiar with. So that does happen. Do I believe in trance? A lot of people have been asking about trance lately. Do I believe in trance? Yeah, I do. I'm not that familiar with it to give you a lot of information, but I do believe. Okay. Okay. Wow. I love this story. Okay. So your grandmother passed away, and her family's originally from Ireland, or his. I'm sorry. I can't tell gender on this. And her grandmother was believed to be good luck. And I hope that good luck is coming to you. And I do believe, listen, I believe our grandparents watch us. I believe our dead family members watch us. I believe that no matter where they are, heaven or hell or whatever you believe in, I do believe they watch us. And I'm so excited for that. Michael, I knew you were going to ask. Michael asks me every time, how's your book coming? We started. We're doing really well. The quarantine is working great. Hopefully it'll be out by the end of the year. I've been drawn back to my childhood. Okay. So, Layla, I want to tell you this right now. If you feel like your childhood is coming back to you, possibly you had a spiritual experience of some form. Maybe it scared you and you shut off, which many of us have done, including myself. I definitely think if it's coming back to you right now, you should go back and you should figure out what happened and confront it and see if it was good, if it was bad. But obviously something is coming up. Okay, so we're talking now. Somebody's asking about the spirit box. Um, so the spirit box, as far as frequency goes, that is an interesting question because the spirit box basically makes white noise. Okay, all it does is go through radio stations really quickly. Now, any of you who have watched any of my videos will attest to the fact that you will hear different voices. You will hear men. You will hear women. What I really feel happens with the spirit box is that their voices come through, whether they were male or female or never on this earth. Their voices will come through, possibly like Flunky. When I do another ghost hunt, I promise you I'm going to follow up with Flunky and, of course, Bishop. Oh, okay. So Layla does know that it was bad. Layla, I'm going to ask you something. When you go back to that house, please don't go by yourself. And make sure you surround yourself with the white light. And please keep me posted as to what happens. And if you feel like you are out of control or something is taking over you, run out of that house. Don't try and be a hero, okay? Just don't do it. Oh, okay. So we have a coincidence here or a fact that a grandfather's name was Cliff that came up during my Mark and Ethan show. And okay, so the white light, great question. What is the white light? Okay, because I answered the fact I am not a religious person. What is the white light? The white light is that of good. The white light is that of spiritual good. It's not that black is bad and white is good. But in this case, white is considered a spiritual entity. And what it does is when you surround yourself with the white light, it's almost a feeling you actually feel safe. So anytime you feel scared, do it. Do it. You really have to believe in it a little bit for it to work, but it will work. Can you tell us about Flunky? Man, I wish I knew more about Flunky. As I said, during the show, we had no clue what was happening. This was an after thing that came up. So we're going to have to go back and talk to Flunky. And also, for those of you that are new, I've got to tell you about Bishop. Everyone who knows me knows that about, Bishop and my relationship. And through your guys' help, we were actually able to figure out who Bishop was. And that's awesome. Somebody's asking me, you should watch Mark and Ethan's video where the ghost haunted by themselves. Okay, well, I'm going to talk to them about that. They may need my help. Okay, so here's a very serious one, it looks like. Give me just a sec on this one because it's long. Okay, so this person is asking me, Aiden O'Neill, is asking me, you have a memory from when you were young about watching a movie and seeing a form develop, a distorted form, and then their parents came home. So I don't know what that could have been. Sometimes I think people will even say when they're watching my shows that they will see something happen, or they will feel like they're being haunted from my show. And I think whenever you open up your psyche, something can happen. When will I make another video with TMIL? Maybe in the next couple days. They've asked me. We'll see if our schedules are going to work. I love those guys. I love working with them. I want to work with them on a regular basis. They're awesome. TFIL, awesome guys, by the way. Elton is the best. Is my sound funky right now? Oh, sorry. Not great at this. Okay. Okay, so your grandmother used to speak to you when you were younger. Also a great topic. Why is it when we're kids, we're so much not afraid of things? We don't live in fear, okay? And then when we get older, we get so much more frightened of things and we don't believe in things. Okay, sorry, there's a big wind. I don't know why we allow ourselves to do this, but I am not young, as you guys can see, and I still believe. And the reason why I still believe is I'm here to help you guys. I'm going to answer a question in a second, but I would like to talk about something about why I got into this, because somebody asked me this question. I've never really been that clear about why I do what I do and why I try and help you so much. When I was young, I had a little friend, was what we call an invisible friend, and she was my best friend. And I was a very lonely little girl living in San Francisco, and she kept me company. And her name was Julie, and I had no clue she was dead. As I got older, I got an apartment on my own, and I experienced a demon. And I cannot tell you how bad my life was. I did not sleep for almost 2 years. And my mother is a very spiritual person, and luckily she was able to help me work through this. And that's about the time that I decided I was going to start helping other people. So why am I a ghost hunter? Number one, I try and find evidence for you guys. I also try and help you to realize that what is happening to you is not weird. It happens to many, many people. And never let people bully you or pick on you because you believe in something spiritual. Okay? Please, promise me that. Okay. You think your house is haunted and you think it's a good entity. My mom's dad died. Oh, okay, Chapin. Okay, that's great. I love that. So you have a good ghost. You have a good ghost. I love that. Tell me about these good ghosts because I love to hear them. Okay. Okay, if a voice was coming from someone being possessed and I'm still possessed, it doesn't mean you're possessed. There are many times that spirits do speak through us, okay? So it's not just that you're possessed. Just make sure you always keep control of your body, okay? Always, no matter what. Okay, so great question. Can spirits become more aggressive with time? Can they? And can they get more aggressive? Some can, sorry. Some do not. I think if you're a good person when you're on this earth, then you're going to be a good person when you die. I think if you are a bad person on this earth, you're going to be a bad person when you die. I think if you died suddenly, it's not that you're a bad person, you're probably just in shock. If you were never a person on this earth and you never lived on this earth, then there's a very good chance you're a very evil entity. And those are the people we want to stay away from. Okay, I'm a kid and I'm frightened when a ghost does something. Yes, I'm still addicted to ghost hunting. How do I fix this before I get petrified? Okay, if you really are frightened by ghosts, then you know what? Why mess with it? Just let them be. Come back to it later in life, okay? Or do it with a bunch of friends. Bring a whole army of friends with you. Just stay safe, guys. In case you're not catching what I'm trying to tell you right now, my number one thing that I want to tell you about ghosts and ghost hunting and all this stuff is please, please, please stay safe, okay? I mean, that's what I care about the most. Okay, so someone's talking to me about their dog that goes out at night and she sees something, he or she sees something through the corner of their eye. Now, I've hit on this before on other shows. I don't know if you can still see my dog. No, my dog moved. But I have two dogs. I have three cats. And I feel that they are very intuitive. Mine are pretty useless, except one of my cats. But they're great for helping us, too. If we're being haunted, our animals are really good for protecting us. So let's say your dog goes out and you think you see something through the corner of your eye. Most likely, you're seeing something through the corner of your eye. In fact, good lesson right here. If anybody thinks they see something through the corner of their eye, you're probably seeing something. Okay, so I know a lot of you are not scared of ghosts. It's something that does interest you. Okay, and so that's okay. You know, I'm not judging anybody. I'm just trying to protect you. Okay, so we just got a question about sleep paralysis. Now, whoever's asking me about their 5-year-old brother, please rewrite if I don't get to you because I want to answer this sleep paralysis real quick. Sleep paralysis is one of the scariest things that happens. What is sleep paralysis? Sleep paralysis is you are lying in bed in a state of sleep and you feel someone holding you down or you see somebody holding you down, but you cannot lift your neck up. You cannot lift your head up. It's very hard to breathe and you feel like you're going to die. This definitely means something is taking control of your body. Do not try and speak. What you do in your head is you say, I am not afraid of you, and I am taking control of this situation. I will not allow you to take over my body, and that will help you. Okay, great question. Do you think mental illness is something that can cause supernatural activities? When I was young and I went to a psychiatrist, I was diagnosed as schizophrenic because I was hearing voices. Okay. I am not schizophrenic. I have a lot of depression, but I am not schizophrenic. And I have no other type of mental illness. It means that I was intuitive as a child. Okay. That's what it means. Oh, your dog is deaf. So is mine. And only 10% of your sight. Um, oh, okay. So, you know, that's really interesting because this dog is special needs and my dog is special needs now too. She's old and deaf. But she looks at something. She probably is looking at something. Can children speak with ghosts? Most children do speak with ghosts, and they do. Again, children are so much more open to ghosts than adults are. I think that's why so many of you guys that watch me are probably under the age of 17, because most of you have probably had an experience because of your age and your openness. And I love that. I love all that. Okay, yeah. So, you know, this person is telling me that they have had a sleep paralysis situation. Okay, so let's see this. So Lydia says that she has people sleep over her house, and often they'll hear yelling or crying in their sleep. What do you think is happening to me? Okay, if it's coming from you, you could be just having a bad dream, or you could be communicating with something. You know what I recommend you do? Set up your iPad or whatever you have, a digital recorder, put it next to your bed before you go to sleep and leave it running. You're going to have a lot of evidence to go over, but see if you hear it and see if you get any names or anything that may be trying to communicate with you. That's the best way to do it. Okay, so someone's telling me about the Unis Honest and the secret code behind that. Guys, I don't know about any of this stuff. Um, you know, I'm not that familiar with stuff like that. Okay, what I think about the mobile app spirit boxes, I think they're junk. I think they don't work. But I'd rather you get something like that than spend money on a spirit box. Okay, so Marcos is telling me that in his room, there's a weird shadow that I feel I want to know if it's a ghost or a demon. Whenever I turn from the closet, I feel like something is watching me. The only way to figure out if this is a ghost or demon is to ask, are you here of good? Are you here of evil? I demand you answer that question in honesty. Okay? That's the only way to handle that. Okay? And then let me know. Okay? And by the way, you guys can reach me anytime. I'm sorry I don't always write back on YouTube. Sometimes I get a bit overwhelmed, but I will get back to you. I promise. Okay, so my tablet has been at 0% battery and charging, even though it is connected to anything. And I kept playing music and something about a new word order. Okay, so I don't understand what this, can you repeat this? I don't really understand what that is. Okay, when I was in middle school, I experienced some very bad things in my life, okay, which drove me to be a very strong depressive episode. I understand, I had that as well. And I had a lot of paranormal encounters with shadow people. Okay, I think a lot of times that this does happen. I think that when we are young, okay, I think that sometimes when we have spiritual experiences, it could drive us into seeing shadow people and to depression. Take control of your life back. Okay, so Zachariah the Witch. But by the way, Zachariah the Witch is a wonderful, wonderful friend of mine. And I see he's on right now, so I'm going to ask him right here on YouTube Live if he will come join me on my next episode. I want you guys to meet him so much. He is a wonderful, wonderful person. And we've done some great ghost hunts together. I want him to work with me on my next one to help you guys as well. Okay, today I cannot do some ghost hunting because I really just want this to be about answering questions, but I promise you I will do another one. And Zachariah has agreed. So I know he has something coming up for Halloween, but let's say right now, live, that in a week from now, after Halloween, and I will post this, Zachariah and I are going to be live together to help you. Okay? Oh my God, I'm so excited. I love this man. Can ghosts and spirits? Okay, God, sorry. Things are coming up so fast. I'm trying. Okay, someone has an EMF meter. Okay, I've answered a couple questions from you. Okay, so EMF meters. Let's talk about EMF meters for a minute. The thing with EMF meters is EMF meters can be triggered by electricity. So if you're getting an extremely high EMF reading, it may mean that you are near electricity. So always verify you're away from electricity. Okay, so I'm living at my grandma's right now, and I hear whispering in my room. I caught herbs on video. Okay, it sounds, starting in Brazil. Okay, it sounds like, yeah, there is something going on. It sounds like, maybe it's your grandma trying to reach out. Don't be afraid ever to ask, who is this person and why are you here? Ask the question. Use your iPads, use your digital recorders, use your phones, record it. Do a session with them. You don't need the electronics I have. Put on your digital recorder and say, hi, who are you and why are you here? It's that simple. Are ghosts really that scary? Not all of them, but I think we're all scared a little bit by them because we don't really understand about people that have passed. I think that's why. I think that. Okay. So Zachariah is saying, no, a house does not have a dark history to death to be haunted. Okay, there are a lot of variables of why places are haunted. This is why I love him. Okay, so someone's asking me, am I legit right now? Okay, let me sum this up. I don't get paid to do this, right? I don't have advertisers. I'm doing this for the good of everybody. So if I'm not legit, I don't know why I'm doing this. You figure it out. I must be crazy. Maybe I am crazy. Do you believe animals can be... Thank you. Do you believe animals can become spirits? Yes. Yes, I do. You're haunted by a cat. I will tell you, I just moved recently, and I've had a lot of animals that have passed away, and I've left a dog at my old house, a dog spirit, and I'm trying to figure out how to bring him to my new house. So if anybody has any suggestions on that, how I bring my dog ghost spirit to my new house, I would appreciate that. What do you think about gut feelings? I think if we all listen to our gut, this world would be a wonderful place. I think our gut never lets us down, ever. And I think that our gut is what we have to really learn to believe in because our gut will never let us down. Oh, so Zachariah is talking about a ghost that was at the Cosmopolitan Hotel. Um, I love ghost animals. Okay. Okay. When I first got my ghost box, I turned it out without saying anything. And what happened? I'm scared. Okay. I'm lost and I am done. I'm scared on the spirit box all the time. I think that the minute they realize you can communicate with them, I don't know if you're scaring them or they're trying to tell you they're scared or whatever, but ask more questions about that. How can I help you? Why are you scared? Just try and help people, do that. That's really what you can do. Have I ever encountered a poltergeist? I have. I've gone to people's houses and have poltergeist activity. It's scary. It's nothing to goof around with. It's frightening. I don't recommend it for anybody. Okay, so what do we have going on now? God, you guys are asking such great questions to you today. Do you believe in the sixth sense? Not only do I believe in the sixth sense, my favorite movie ever. That's probably why I've always had huskies. And I had a husky before the sixth sense, just so you know. Um, what do the spirits mean when they call your name? Give me your advice. Been happening since I was 3. I don't answer them because I'm afraid it sounds evil. Okay, on 90% of the ghost hunts that I do, they call my name. And it's not because they're evil. I think that they're happy I'm speaking with them. And I think that it is really a good thing when they say your name most of the time. In fact, it proves to me they're legit when they do that. I have never run into a ghoul spirit yet, but who knows? There's lots more life to live. Okay, are Ojai boards? Yes. Okay, Ouija boards. Back to the Ouija board question. Yes, they are a way to contact the dead. They are not a toy. They're scary. Don't use them. Don't use them. They're really, really scary people. Really scary. They do bad things. They bring in people into your house sometimes, and then you aren't able to get them out, and then you need me. Okay? Okay. Okay, so this person is asking me about stuff that's being moved around in their house. And yes, that is very, very common in ghosts in your house. I mean, ghosts have a sense of humor a lot of times. I mean, I have a sense of humor. They have a sense of humor. And sometimes they're just playing a prank on us. So many times I will say, hey, if you have moved my remote control, can you please bring it back? Because I want to watch television. That's simple. Okay, so someone was saying they had a really bad experience when they were watching television one time of a spirit, and I do believe in that. I do believe in that. Okay, so they're asking me about Mary or the Candyman challenges on these paranormal things. Listen, you know what? I don't know if it's true or not about the Candyman, but I'm not going to try it. Okay, if I'm not going to try it, you make your own decision. And I'm a ghost hunter. Um, I have never encountered a banshee. I have not, but I just encountered a fly. Um, okay, a toilet flushing. I've heard this before, and that's one of my favorite things. I mean, that's a strong ghost. If a ghost is actually able to flush a toilet, that is a strong entity. I love that. I don't know if you guys can see. I think you can see Zachariah's comments. So I hope you read this after this is on because he's giving some really good advice. But I just have so many coming at me at once. Do you know why they call 3 a.m. the witching hour? I know that I wake up a lot at 3 a.m. I do not know. I do not know. Um, okay, someone else is talking about waking up at 3 or 4 or hearing scratches, and it hears knocks. Okay, knocks is something that you can take control of right away. Are you here with me? If so, knock once. Do you have some information for me? If so, knock twice. Take control of the situation. This is how you take your life back. Okay? Yes. Okay, wow. Zachariah is answering so many questions too. Um, I have not. I have not encountered a Yuri yet, but who knows? Again, life is short. What is the difference between ghosts, spirits, and poltergeists? I've heard so many different terms from all these things. Very, very great question. A ghost is a spirit or an entity that has passed away that is still on this earth or comes back to this earth. A poltergeist is an activity that is caused by a spirit coming back to the earth. Okay. So poltergeists are usually more aggressive. Spirits, in my opinion, are people that have come and have lived on this earth and come back to talk to us or are lost and need our help. So spirits and ghosts, I would call the same thing. Poltergeist is an activity that happens when they become aggressive. Okay, so here we go with the question, where is the best place to buy ghost hunting gear? You probably missed my intro. I will not answer that question because I do not encourage you to buy ghost hunting gear. I just think that it's better not to start with that stuff. I mean, you're not going to listen to me anyway, but it's better not to. Have I ever encountered an angel? I have an angel. I have several angels that are with me. I love my angels. I think we all have angels. I'm getting chills right now saying that. And I know it's windy, but oh, I just got chills. I got chills really, really, really badly. Okay, so I think someone's with me right now. Yes, I have encountered many, many, many angels. Thank you so much. And you know what? Thank you. Thank you for telling me that I'm loved by you. At these times, it's a very lonely time, and I need you guys. I need your support. This COVID is starting to get to me. Okay, so you've tried to answer them, and you've not gotten any answers. Do me a favor. Try to use a recorder. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. So unfortunately, my battery is starting to run low, so I'm going to have to wrap up in the next few minutes. So please ask me as many questions as you can. There. Oh wow. I'm sorry, but this is really weird. I'm reading somebody's stuff, and I don't even know how to answer that. Okay. Do you mind explaining to me why I always hear knocks? A lot of reasons why you're going to hear knocks is because that is a direct way of spirits to communicate with you. So knocking can very well be that someone is trying to communicate with you. And yes, Zachariah is right. I charged my battery all the way and it is dying. This has happened to me many times. Okay, someone's a psychic. Okay. Yes. Zachariah is a psychic, and I have brought psychics, and I too am a psychic, but I prefer to be a ghost hunter. Okay, here we go. Oh, wow. Okay, that's really scary. So his brother encountered a ghost that said that if he would not talk to him, that his baby would be dead. That's very frightening, and I don't think that's a ghost. I think that's a demon, and I hope they ignored that person, whatever entity that was. Okay, that's scary. Are there different types of ghosts? Yes. I said this earlier. I'm going to say it again. If you're a good person on this earth, you're probably going to be a good person when you die. If you're a bad person on this earth, you're probably going to be a bad person when you die. There's also the ghosts that died suddenly, and it's not that they're good or bad, but a lot of them are scared, and that's why we get the word scared so many times. Oh, okay. So your dog hides in the middle of the night in the bathroom or the laundry room. Sounds like the sixth sense. And shaking. Um, how can I help you, Lydia? What I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you to, wow. You know what, Lydia? I'm going to write you back on this. I'm going to have to think about this. Okay. I'm sorry. I don't have something that's coming to me right away. Okay. The easiest way to communicate with the dead, we're going to go through this again. A flashlight. If you're here with me, turn on the flashlight. A candle. If you're here with me, flicker the candle. A digital recorder, an iPad. Great way to communicate. Okay. A knock. If you're here with me, knock. Okay. Wouldn't that be weird if somebody knocked back? Okay, addicts are scary, and I don't know what that could be. I wish I had answers to all your experiences. I don't know. I really don't know. Um, Yes, and Zachariah is quite right. Yes and no questions are the easiest ones to get answers to. So these are things you could do without buying this equipment and opening yourself up to things that really scare me. But no matter what you do, let's go through this again. Even if you're playing with a candle or whatever you're using, surround yourself with the white light. Please promise me that. What is the scariest experience you've ever had? I do feel comfortable answering that. I've had some very scary experiences, but I do want to talk a little bit about Flunky. My latest thing that I did here, Flunky scared me. Flunky is weird. The whole night was scary. And you know what the scariest part was? Is I don't know if you guys saw the end of my video, but there was plastic in my glass and my friend Rachel's glass. And I don't know where that plastic came from. So I could have really hurt myself drinking that plastic. That's scary. That's really scary. Yes. Spirits would spend time in an attic. You're 100% right, because it's a great little hiding place for them. Okay, I have about a minute or two of battery, but I'm going to say this right now. Oh, okay. All right. Zachariah saw a shadow in the middle of my thing. You're not crazy if you hear voices. Please don't say that you're crazy. You're not crazy at all. These voices, we do hear voices. We do communicate with spirits. Just find out who they are. Find out why they're there and try to help them. Just like I try and help you guys. There's something that's missing from this world right now, and it's something we really have to all come together and focus on. And it's called being kind. And being kind is something we're losing. Be kind to your family. Be kind to your dogs. And be kind to spirits. Okay? I know there's so many more questions coming. I promise you this. How about when Zachary and I come back, which will be about a week from now, we're going to answer all your questions together. And I will have the computer plugged in. But I almost guarantee you, even if I have it plugged in, the battery will go dead. That's just what happens. Someone is talking about a hoot in their head. All these things, everything you guys are asking me are valid. They're all valid. And maybe we'll get some ghosts. Okay, so Zachariah and I are going to be on for a while, and we're going to use the equipment, and we're going to do it all. But this one was really about welcoming all of my new people. Welcome you to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. Please tell your friends to subscribe. I need more subscribers. And just thank you for the love you give me. I mean, you guys your hearts are good. I can feel it through here. And again, I just gave myself the chills. So thank you. Thank you for your help. And please be safe. And again, be kind to everybody. Okay? Please. Love you guys. Peace out. Health and happiness. Take care of your animals. Be safe.